Mangavania is a simple pixel art game that looks very similar to a Game Boy game in the way it's designed. You play as Yukiko, a ninja who goes to the underworld to find a cure for his brother. There are 20 levels to get through, which you need to open the exit door by killing a number of red bats. The amount remaining can be seen here, and your health is represented by hearts here. The controls are basic: jump and attack. The objective of every level is to get through it as fast as possible with very little mistakes, but there are all sorts of hazards and enemies in the way. Most, to be fair, are easy to get rid of, but in later levels you'll come across some tricky enemies that are sometimes best to avoid if you can. The levels are maze-like, but they aren't too big, so you're not going to get lost like you would in Metroid, for example. There's a combination of levers to pull, and some doors require a key to get through. There are bottomless pits, spikes and lava, or some shit, so you'll need to use those ninja skills to survive. When you finish a level, you'll get a grade of how well you did. You also earn gems, which you can use on upgrades. Your upgrades are a double jump, a mid-air dash, a bow and arrow, and an extra heart. You'll need all these as you get further through the game, and once you have them, you can revisit the levels to beat your previous grade. If you die in a level, you can restart the level, or just use a gem to start at the last checkpoint you crossed. The checkpoints are these little torches that light up when you walk past them. Hidden in every level is a spirit character. These can give you tips or tell a story. When you've collected one, it'll appear on the level selection screen. The bosses are pretty much non-existent, as I only remember 2 in total. The first one was a pain in the ass to begin with, but it has a pattern that's easy to learn. And the second one is the final boss. This one was a lot harder to learn, but it can be done eventually. But is this game any good? It's pretty good. It's only a short game, but it's also a small price too. At first I found it quite frustrating to get through some of the later levels, but that was mainly down to me being a fucking tit. I didn't realise there were upgrades until I got to level 11, where you need the bow to get through. The difficulty is well balanced and sometimes seems unfair, but it's your approach to a situation that makes the difference. Going in fast as you can, swinging a sword, isn't always a good idea. Staying at a distance and taking out enemies with the bow is sometimes the slowest, but the better option. Unfortunately, every level looks the same, and it can become annoying at times, but it's not something that you're going to have to put up with for that long. The game can be completed within an hour if you take your time, or less if you're a fucking show-off. Not that it's worth all the effort, as you only get this shitty screen. Once you have completed the game, there's nothing more to do. You can revisit the levels and find the spirit creatures, but once they've all been found, you'll probably never play this game again. And because of its small price, this being a short game isn't an issue. It's worth it for what you'll get from it, and I give it 65%.